Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We have kind of hit a little bit of a snag in the case, more or less. We've bummed our ability to talk to, from what I can understand at least, one of the servants. I can't remember her name right now off the top of my head. Annalay, perhaps. We've upset her, and so I don't know if she'll talk to us again. Previously, we bummed our chance with the police officer. We gotta be using our friendly detectives more for this, I think. We definitely lessons learned so far in this first case. But we're back. We're back to see if the police officer can give us any kind of help. Now that we know. Yeah, if we can find a way to distract Officer Grants, so these are all the things we still want to do, right? Investigate the tomb, we have to distract the officer first, and we still apparently have a chance of finding a stimulant. We haven't bummed that one out yet. So let's see if we can't distract him. I've been told that he's the kind of gentleman.
Officer. Afraid I ain't got time for idle chat, sir. Please, move along.
What the heck am I supposed to do then?
This just goes to show you can't...
Supposedly he's the kind of guy that would go out of his way to help an old woman. Let's go back to the jail maybe. See if anything new with Albert's popped up.
Could I ask you some more questions, Mr. Martin?
It's not like I'm going anywhere.
Albert, did you hate Madame Dupre?
The woman is cruel, sadistic, and bigoted.
Yeah, well...
When she found out about my relationship with Juliette, she sent me a letter threatening to have me killed if I got near her house or her daughter. So yes, Mr. Fordham, I hated her. But even so, I love her daughter. I wouldn't be so cruel as to take Juliette's mother away from her, even if she hated her too.
I beg your pardon?
Juliette and her mother didn't get along at all. I never asked why, but it was obvious there was something going on.
Intriguing.
Alright, so that
That's
should
all for
hopefully
now.
open up another line of questioning with Juliette. Let's go to Juliette and talk to her again. She's probably at the university still. I gotta think of the background.
It's not to bother her until we have something to ask her.
I literally do though. I have something to ask her though. Alright, but it says discover it. Maybe I should be going here.
It's quack.
Nothing from him. Alright. Might know something from her brother. Might have some information for us, although he's still pretty crazed
As
up.
amusing as it is to chat.
Alright, let's try the kitchen again. I don't know, guys. I don't know what it is I'm looking for here. I'm assuming we'll figure something out eventually. And I don't want to waste anybody's time. Does she still hate me?
Pardon me, miss.
Go away.
The answer to that is yes. Find something they hated each other about. Some sort of... to the garden. Let's go upstairs again. Let's take a look around, see if anything's changed. Anything that used to be one way and is now something different. Something that used to be investigatable but is now clickable. We played the cinegraph. We've played the harpsichord. The workstation. Nothing new here, right? Nothing new here. Obviously there's something missing. Something we haven't seen or something we haven't gotten to yet. I haven't figured out how to unlock this, right?
Locked. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
We checked these, I think.
They're all empty.
Not to mention disappointing. Well,
I always thought they had...
Yes, you...
We've already heard from you about that. Is there anything else here that is clickable now? Nope. Nothing. I'm on the struggle bus, guys. I'm driving the struggle bus. Let's check in here again. Now, we did already check this, but it's nothing but a scale. All these are still the same as they were. Nothing clickable there.
Nothing else of interest.
Nothing else of interest. The
Oh,
book.
dear God, no, please.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the I like him. I really like our buddy. He's a goofy guy. Bill's a cool dude. He's a cool character. Ah, man, I am stuck. I'm stuck right now. I don't know what else to talk about. Have we checked
nothing
these? We have. All right. Who else might be capable of talking to? Mr. Parrot. We've already talked. Pieces of 8. Who's a pretty bird? Ray.
So long.
Nothing. Nothing. What are we missing here? Is there something on
With
here?
her vast sums of wealth, Madame Dupre could probably feed a starving family for the next 30 years. Instead, she uses the money to keep her hedges trimmed.
All right. To the manor.
This
Fountain?
fountain probably looked nicer when it was working, but right now it's just a breeding ground for mosquitoes.
Exit. Let's review some case stuff. Investigate the Chesterton tomb, but I can't speak to the officer. Find a stimulant to bring Andrew out of his stupor, but there was no stimulant left in the bottle. Find a way to distract Officer Grant. He won't talk to me. Discover the source of Juliet and her mother's rift. Discover the source of Juliet and her mother's rift.
Her eyes are glazed. If we didn't...
Yet we can't talk to Juliet. Because she's busy. Was there an order in which we had to do these things that I just didn't get? Let's go back to the coffee house. Talk to our friend again. See if she can offer us any assistance here.
We haven't anything to discuss right now.
There's 2 people left that I haven't spoken to that might still be willing to talk to me.
Welcome back.
She's not gonna be...
There's 1 person left to speak with. Otherwise,
Hello, dearest.
Hello, Ma.
otherwise I have nothing else to do, I don't believe.
Addie?
Yes.
I was wondering if you could do me a favor.
Oh,
What is it?
There's an officer posted in front of Madame
of course,
Dupre's
it's a
family
gentleman.
tomb, and I need to get a look inside. Could you use your wiles and charm to distract him?
My wiles and charm,
Well, you are irresistible, darling. I'm sure he wouldn't turn away a lady in need. Say you've gotten lost in the cemetery and ask him to show you the way out.
Should we really be tricking a police officer like that?
There's no harm in it, and I won't be but a moment inside. It's in a good cause.
All right, let's go then.
If you called that, if you knew that was it, say so in the comments section.
Excuse me, officer. I was wondering if you could help me?
What do you want?
Whoa.
I seem to have gotten all turned around. Do you have any idea how to get to the front gate?
My suggestion would be to turn around and head back the way you came.
Yes, I've tried that, but I seem to just be going in circles. Perhaps you could point me in the right direction?
Stop right there. That's quite enough from you.
I beg your pardon?
Don't think I can't tell what your game is. You're trying to lure me away from here and into some alley where your gang of Sambos is gonna rob me blind. Exactly how many of them have you got lying in wait for poor unsuspecting fools you bring them?
Just one.
Yeah!
And he doesn't appreciate you talking to his wife that way.
You know, Miles, sometimes I forget how absolutely delightful it is to watch you lose your head.
Miles, was that really necessary?
I'm sorry, Addie. You know how I get with people whose minds are full of that rubbish.
Let's just get him out of sight before this lands both of us in jail. That bush over there should work.
Man, I do love her.
I have to say, I wasn't expecting assaulting a policeman to be on today's activity list.
It'll be fine. When you're on the force as long as I was, you can pretty much get away with murder.
Well, it's been fun, but I need to take my wiles and charm over to my appointment with Mrs. Lefebvre. I'll see you at home later, dear. Try to stay out of trouble.
Oh, man. Whew. That was, I like that. That was good. That was unexpected, too. I figured it was going to work like a charm. Supposedly he was a gentleman.
That nest is full of eggs. But where's the mother bird?
Perhaps she abandoned it.
Always assuming the worst, aren't you, Miles?
I'm just trying to get my bearings.
What a dramatic statue. I'm rather surprised no one has defaced it. I suppose the whole heaven shining down upon the tomb motif is good for the dead people's self-esteem.
Let's take a close look at the crypt.
John Patrick Chesterton, 1740 to 1825. Patriarch, leader, family man.
These crypts are reserved for future generations of Chestertons to rot in.
There are only 3 left.
Then let's hope the Chestertons aren't opposed to spending eternity cozied up to one another. This must be what was going to be Madame Dupre's final resting place.
I don't see anything inside.
What? Were you expecting a note from her attacker?
No, but I was hoping for some kind of clue at the very least.
These crypts are...
There are only...
Then let's hope...
Unmarked crypts. Crypt.
Sarah Chesterton, 1784 to 1812.
Each one is different.
I told you I was sick. Desmond Chesterton, 1745 to 1810. Strong in life, stronger in death. Jane Scott Chesterton, 1746 to 1815. Ab Eterno. William Arthur Chesterton, 1770 to 1837. Gone but never forgotten. Celine, 1823 to 1844. Taken too soon. Rest ye with the angels. Sarah Chesterton.
Oh, we already
Douglas
saw one?
Chesterton, 1791 to 1840. Good riddance. Dale Chesterton, 1795 to 1843. A good man. Rest in peace.
Oh, did I
Jane
stop
Scott
one?
Chesterton, 1746 to 1815. Ab Eterno.
All right. The nest. What have we checked everything? Unmarked crypts, we checked those. We talked about each individual crypt. Skylights. There's not much more. Let's
This
look at
must be...
Yeah,
What?
okay.
Were you...
No.
So is there nothing here? Is there nothing? There must be something around here.
Plaque said, this just goes to show you can't take it with...
Is there something that I missed in here?
That nest is full of...
Perhaps she abandoned...
Always... What a dramatic statue.
It has been defaced. Do I need something else first before I can find out what to do in here? That's gonna be my guess. Because I have investigated the tomb.
Looks like people have left markings. You may think it's a silly...
Alright, so I think that might be all we can do at this particular time with that information, right? But because it still says investigate the tomb, I don't think we're done there. Let's check back in with Juliette and see if we can speak with her now.
busy.
Right. Let's check back in. Oh, no, I don't think that's gonna help us at all. Let's go back to the coffee place and see if there's anything in here that I can kind of talk about now. It seems like there is.
We haven't anything to discuss right.
Never mind. Never mind.
All that...
So what do you think will happen if this ethericity stuff turns out to be real?
Let's go back to... I don't don't even know, guys. I don't know what else to do.
Yes, your soporific is still in.
It's not really what I was referring to when I was looking there. I'm trying to find what it is I might be able to use as a stimulant.
I'd love to see the look on Snelling's face if he ever found out you kept your old truncheon.
Okay. Can't speak. Let's see if the cop is back. I'm just curious. The cop isn't back, which makes me happy. It makes me feel like perhaps there's time yet to come back to that with perhaps more information. I'm not sure who else I could even possibly talk about.
Nothing else. He's watching you.
You know, I just cannot think of anything. Is there anything else in the goal, in the jail that I could use as a stimulant? It doesn't look it. Can't speak to. All right, let's go around and talk to people again.
Welcome back.
A rather unremarkable. She's not.
So that's no good. That's no help to me. Cemetery was no help. No one left at my house. Coffee woman's not talking to me.
It's quack.
Nothing from him. Let's check the boyo inside and let's go back to Juliette can't talk.
As amusing as.
Man, I'm confused for sure. I'm assuming she won't talk to me either.
Pardon me.
Go away.
Right. Can't talk to anybody. There's literally not a single person I can speak with right now. But I have to discover the source of the conflict between these two. And find a stimulant. The workstation was no help.
Yeah, it must be.
I don't know. Is there anything I can look into here? I thought I already kind of figured out some stuff. This is... I don't know what to do. I gotta say, I'm completely and totally lost. Have I not seen those papers yet?
Let's have a look through these papers.
Oh, wow.
Ah, what's this?
Wow. Oh, goodness. Dear Miss Montgomery, unfortunately I've been informed of a series of burglaries in the neighborhood. Is that a key? Near the room you're renting from me at 76 Forest Lane. As a precaution, I've gone ahead and changed the locks. Please find and enclose a copy of your new key. Hope this doesn't cause you too much of an inconvenience.
So, Juliette is renting a room in the Chum. That's certainly interesting.
That is interesting.
Can't wait to see what sort of dirty secrets she's got hidden away in there.
I'm glad we finally figured it out. Man, it's like the key in this game seems to be not so much puzzles, but more or less just paying a lot of attention to details and just searching and looking at everything, you know? You gotta be careful with them, it seems. But I think we're okay now. I think we're in good shape. We should be able to get someplace new at least for now, and that's a start. That's better than where we were. In the Chum, 76 Forest Lane, new key. Oh, yes.
Is this someone's room or a jungle?
Oh.
Quite a fascinating array of plants in here. Not to mention the machinery on the table.
The kind of stuff
Seems
you
like
might...
Juliette is very interested in getting extra credit.
Perhaps the kind of stuff you could use to make a drug that would make your mother appear dead? Book. Don't forget to read all these notes and the book.
Well, now, this is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, aesthetic effects. Flora. Okay. Conclusion. Plants thrive from exposure to small aesthetic currents. Etheric currents, I think. Further experiments are needed to determine long-term effects. Conclusion. If animals with greater cognitive ability, including humans, are exposed to specific quantities, they will go into a stupor, appearing unresponsive.
Well, now, this is interesting.
Yes, unresponsive or dead. Didn't we call this earlier now?
Etheric pressure. What a bunch of nonsense. Just a bunch of technical nonsense.
Yes!
I can't understand a word of it.
We can't, but I know
They're
somebody
just doing
who
what
can.
flies do best.
Alright.
I have no idea, nor desire, to know what purpose that thing has.
Well, you see, I do. Alright. I just don't want to break things,
Oh,
but...
would you look at that? Oh, would you...
Yeah, they seem just slower, basically. Alright.
Those are the most vibrant flowers we've seen in a while. I bet they smell extra strong.
Be careful.
Yes, they certainly do.
It's a good thing you're the one with the nose. They appear to be scientific scribblings. I can't make heads nor tails of them.
Oh, but I can.
That makes two of us.
No, I do know what they're about.
That makes two of us.
I'm guessing they're probably full of more scientific equipment or plant-related stuff.
That might be the case.
This plant makes Miles Jr. look like a single blade of grass. I wonder what sort of fertilizer or growth tonic these plants are getting. Whatever it is, it's definitely working.
Alright, we've checked out the experiment desk a bit. I already know what's going on here, and the fact that Miles can't put it together is annoying me a little bit.
That's quite the book collection. It almost puts Adelaide's to shame.
All impeccably cataloged and organized as well, which makes the two missing volumes stand out even more.
And what are the two missing volumes? That's the follow-up question I wish he'd ask. Let's hit the button again.
A theory?
See if anything else changes this time. And we kind of see what's going on here. We do. So now they're really bouncing around again. All right. Now, how does this give me no additional information? I feel like this has been a huge amount of information for me. I now know what's going on to a degree here. The question is, why doesn't Miles? Miles, how do I make sure you know what the deal is? I think we go back and talk now to our friend and see if she's got anything new. I would say that's something new that we've just discovered. Perhaps we should have gone to her first,
We
to be
haven't
honest.
anything
Never mind. There's nothing new here to be discovered. Do we speak back with Juliette? I suppose we could give it a go. Looks like this is getting
Hello
us
again,
somewhere.
Miss Montgomery. Mind answering a few more questions?
All right.
Hello, Mr. Fordham. Not at all.
Do you know anything about ethericity, Miss Montgomery?
Ethericity.
You surprised me, Mr. Fordham. I had no idea someone of your profession would know or care about something like that.
I've found that it pays to be open-minded.
To answer your question, yes, I am familiar with the theory of ethericity. In fact, it's recently become a focus of my studies. Despite what the newspapers have been reporting, it's already possible to access it in small quantities from the air around us.
Have you conducted any experiments?
No, my research has been purely theoretical. I don't have the means to do anything practical, I'm afraid.
Deceiver, dissembler, her trousers are alight. I can't understand why Juliette might not want to make her research public, though.
Yes, but she's lying.
Miss Montgomery, please don't lie to me. I know you've been conducting experiments with ethericity. I've seen the room you're renting on Forest Lane.
What? But how?
Alright. What's gonna get me in the least amount of trouble here? Your brother told me about the experiments might not be very good, although it's possible that I could have figured it out another way.
I wouldn't be very good at my job if I didn't find things out, Miss Montgomery.
I'm scared
Now
of using
please,
this.
drop the act and tell me about your experiments.
Fine. I've been researching etheric effects on living organisms. I'm planning on presenting my discoveries to the board once I make more progress. So far, I've managed to discover that plant growth is accelerated significantly. It's given me quite the advantage in class.
But isn't that cheating?
You have no idea how difficult it's been for me to be taken seriously, Mr. Fordham. No matter how hard I tried, my work wasn't valued on its own merits by my peers or professors. I fought hard to get where I am. I wasn't about to lose all that just because some pig-headed idiots didn't think my best was good enough.
That sounds awfully familiar.
Yeah, let's push.
What about your notes on the effects of ethericity on animals?
Oh, those aren't complete. I haven't tested the effects on anything larger than flies. Those experiments were mainly to satisfy my curiosity, but they have little to do with my actual research.
Curiosity? Seems like a lot of effort to go to just to answer a question. But then, I never really understood these scientific types.
No more questions for now.
Then if you don't mind, I have work to do.
Alright. Still know the source between Juliette and her mother's rift. Still don't have a stimulant. Still haven't fully investigated the tomb. I suggest we go back to the tomb real briefly and see if anything's changed there. Although I'd also probably think that talking to my partner might also be helpful at this point. But the tomb, I'm wondering if we've unlocked something we can maybe check out due to the fact that we have learned more about ethericity.
I suppose the whole...
I didn't see anything new.
Looks like people... You may...
Yeah. I don't know if I didn't check hard enough yet, but it also makes more sense for whatever thing to be found would probably be found at their house more so. Can we talk?
We haven't anything to...
No. No, we cannot. See, I'm feeling a little bit disappointed with how this is panning out. Maybe the probabilities I'm just much worse at this than I think I was. But I'm feeling like it's not giving me a very clear direction. So, hatred for people. The cemetery doesn't have anything. Back to the Dupree Manor, I think.
It's quite... Her eyes are glazed over, and if we didn't know she...
I mean, can we go back to the... Let's try back, maybe... Oh, we can't get back. That is interesting. I don't understand why we can't get back. Alrighty then. What does this leave us with? Anything in the newspaper? Any bit helpful to us? This is the Grand Dame. Another murder. No.
I can see why Adelaide calls that plant Miles Jr. It's a spitting image.
That makes sense then.
Didn't I give you two that clock as a wedding present? Too bad it stopped working.
Alright,
Bollingworth Ale. My favorite! And a nice souvenir from the Angel. You really ought to go back there someday.
well, I'd like to try to find something I can use as a stimulant. But I haven't seen anything helpful.
Your book collection is always a Your book collect...
Alright, nothing helpful from the books.
Building those model ships was a good... Hopefully it'll be a while before you get enough time to build another one.
Right. Alright. Once again, a little bit lost. Now, I know the answers. Well, not necessarily, but I have a better idea now than I did before. I'm fairly confident. Relatively confident that there is a connection here with her experiments and her mother's catatonic state. But I have not yet found the reason why they don't like each other, although I believe she had hinted on it previously.
As amusing as it is...
So we can't speak with him right
It clearly
now.
looks like she's holding on to that poor bastard for dear life.
Let's check more in this house, I think, to try and
Do you
find
suppose that's for the bird? Or perhaps...
find out more information from in here. I may have missed other things. I may have missed other important things.
Must be nice.
Forgive me if I skip through some things here.
I don't know much about art, but why would anyone need so many flowers in one room?
Perhaps it's the man.
Let's play this again.
Yeah, it must be a nice place to...
Something tells me that this is important. He said it's ordered by mail order, but it would take time to get to.
Is this really the...
Oh,
It
there's
looks
a
as
piece
though
of
this
paper
folded
in there.
piece of paper is being used as a bookmark. I hope remembering what
Pick it
page
up.
they were on wasn't too important.
Looks like it's a letter for Andrew.
Oh my gosh! Oh, this game is... Wow, I need to be way more observant. Enclosed is the agreed upon fee. I wouldn't be able to concentrate on exams without this help. Dr. Tenson charges an obscene amount. Thank goodness for good people like you with home pharmacies. I'll look for them in the usual spot under the Weeping Angel. Oh, Joshua. P.S. Sorry to hear about your mother. I'll wait a few days before passing by. Our normal spot beneath the Weeping Angel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we know where the Weeping Angel is, don't we? Mail order. You lied to me. You lied to me. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves, I think, a new clue here. Man, we gotta up, I need to up my observation levels. Every time you see me miss something, yell at me after I found it. Don't yell at me beforehand, but after I found it, yell at me. Give me a nice stern, you dummy, and that would be well appreciated. So it looks like once we get in here, we can go ahead and find the stimulants. Open up some more of this case. Split it wide open. Why don't we do that next time? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining me. I'm enjoying Lamplight City. I hope you're enjoying this Lamplight City playthrough as well. Can't wait to see what the Lamplight City ending's gonna be. I like this game, this is neat. Peace out.
Yes.